when you're 2 or 3 and you're not talking is one thing, but when you start getting to be 3, 4, and 5 and you're not talking, you know, a lot of stimming was one of the signs, and just he wouldn't look at you straight in the eye. We searched across the state and in different places, and you know, found out, you know, we could have him come to Anderson, and that was in 2000. He was 7.
My name is Bobby Garcia. My position here at the Anderson Center is a residence manager. My job entails coordinating all their appointments, purchasing food, and setting up the schedule for what they do throughout the day. This home is a group home for 6 adults here. When they age out of the program, they come over here to the adult side. It's not like a random hospital that's somewhere. We're actually in a neighborhood. We get the guys out as much as we can and get to do normal things that everyone else would be doing. So we're assimilating them into the community, you know, by going out and buying groceries. You know, and stuff like James would be doing. He likes doing recycling, so we'll go out to the supermarket locally and we'll recycle, and he'll get money for doing that. We have a 24/7 staff here. What James and I did today, we brought the garbage cans back down from the driveway. We changed over his laundry from the washer to the dryer, and we also brought his dried laundry up to his room and put it away.
Our job here at the school is to make the individuals, while children and even as adults, to be as independent as possible, and to be able to live in the least restrictive environment in the community, using resources in the community, close to their families, and ability to make friends and have relationships in the community. There are certain attributes that are associated with the disability. A lot of it deals with speech, communications. We also provide services to individuals who are nonverbal. We provide services to individuals who have really challenging behaviors. Well, once someone goes through our school and they become an adult, and other individuals in the community, whether they went through Anderson School or not, they're going to need support most likely for the rest of their life.
James has been a Disney fan since he was probably 3. He has a whole Disney collection, but I still got about 100 VHS Disney tapes hanging around the house.
He was very unsocial child. We tried to teach him how to communicate with other children. We were inviting these kids to our house to treat them very nicely and to make them to get play with Michael. We've just taken care of this our whole life, and Michael now is 28, and I think as long as we live, we will need to do this. But he is much, much, much better than it was before. The biggest challenge is his anger. At 11, we started giving him medication, and this subsided. But before we started giving, he was doing terrible temper tantrums. It was very tough. It was very tough. We are grandparents, so it's you are older and you don't have this energy and strength to handle his problems. It's our grandson. We should sacrifice with many things to help him to become an independent person of society.
So for me to move out was very liberating, but at the same time I was a little bit concerned because I wasn't really used to living on my own, and it took me a little while to get used to that. Whenever I used to be ill at home, and I used to be at home all the time and they were not around, I always used to get anxiety because of how much I got used to them being around. As I began to spend more and more time here, I just got acclimated to it pretty much. I just got used to it. That I actually devote a lot of my thought to actually doing things and to actually accomplishing things.
My biggest worry when I was trying to find placement for James in adult services was, you know, where he was going to actually be. I want him to be as close as possible. When James actually first went into residence at Anderson in 2000, it's hard to give up your child, you know, and not knowing exactly how they're going to be in a place and so forth. But over the years, you know, I've gotten quite used to it.
Even 5 years ago, I started thinking that it cannot be like this. He cannot live with us all the time. Michael was, he was eager to move. He voluntarily went for this independence.